All right. And I am now live. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing this evening? It is almost 7 o'clock, so we got 4 more minutes, and I'm going to be showing you basically how to get a flawless beat. Hey, Patty. Welcome. So how's everyone doing today? Well, tonight. I cannot wait to show you guys. Risa. Hi, Risa. Welcome. I am so excited for today's class. Let me show you. We're about to get started. I'm about to show you how to beat this face, get a flawless foundation, because as you can see, I do suffer from breakouts. Doris says hi. Hi, Doris. Mrs. Tao, hi from Wisconsin. I am in Orlando, Florida. And let me tell you guys, I woke up today and it was 57 degrees. I almost lost my mind. 57 in Florida. And it's like we're basically just starting in November. It was a struggle. It was a struggle to get out of bed. I'm in Leesburg. Okay, Leesburg. That's not too far. Where's everyone from? Talk to me. Where are you tuning in from? Alexandra says, thanks for the email. Yes. Okay, Doris. Okay, Connecticut. Whoo! I am sure it gets freezing. Texas. Okay, Baja, California, Mexico. Oh, me, that sounds like a dream. Doris says, really cool. I can only imagine. Let me tell you guys, I'm from the Virgin Islands. So I am used to dead of winter, maybe 77, 78 degrees. That's the coldest. So it's so crazy when Patricia Dunn says, I'm from Texas. And last week we had ice storms, 25 degrees. Whew. Let me tell you, I would just have to move. I can't do it. I'm all about the beach. I'm all about the sun. Even today, it was 57, and I literally had to go back inside because I had to walk my dog. I had to grab my little parka, my scarf. It was too much. Risa says, I was in upstate New York for almost 11 years, and I know it gets cold. So guys, I am super excited for tonight's class. We're going to be talking about, the foundation. We're going to be talking about good old Mr. Primer over here, basically how to achieve a flawless foundation. I'm actually going to go over to the makeup application process step by step. So that way you can achieve the same look, on your own. Just go ahead and put me in the background and I'm going to walk through it with you. And if you ever see me looking up, I'm just looking at the chat so that way, I can answer some questions. So please have your questions ready to go. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to Il Makiage's YouTube and hit the little bell notification. So that way you can receive emails and get notified when we do more classes. Beverly says, I'm from Central Florida. Okay. We are so close to each other. Oh, Angel said, I'm in Iowa. Last week we had snow. Ooh. So, okay, it is 7 o'clock. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first things first, I want to talk to you guys about is the foundation and the primer. But actually before that, so what the thing is, before you get the foundation, you're going to go to the Il Makiage website and you are going to take a PowerMatch quiz. And let me tell you, the PowerMatch quiz is bomb because you could be at home, okay, chilling in your sweats, in your robe, got your tea or your glass of wine, whatever it is with your dog, cat, whatever. And you can get matched through the internet, which I know sounds sketch. It was sketch for me. I was like, ain't no way a computer is going to match me like that. But then if you think about it, man, we're going virtual everywhere. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that this is the next step. And that's one thing that's really awesome with Il Makiage is how they involve technology with makeup. I think that's so cool. And it's convenient. I'm all about convenience. I feel like nowadays, if I have to leave my house, especially with winter coming, I'm just like, oh, it's a no for me. Okay, but you get to do the PowerMatch quiz. The accuracy is 90%. I got matched to shade 155, and I was like, okay, let me go ahead and try this out. It arrived in my house. Mind you, you guys see this? You see my little breakouts? Okay, this little big one right here I gotta get rid of. This foundation is bomb. Like, it conceals it. You know what I mean? The the formula alone, whether or not you have dry skin like me, or you have combination skin, oily, mature skin, it works for all skin types, which is, it's crazy to think, because it's kind of like when you see those one size fits all, you're like, ain't no way gonna fit me. And then you put it on, you're like, oh, okay. So that's the best part about this foundation, which is what I love, because not only do I use it on myself, but I use it on my clients too. And it's crazy because, like, no matter their skin, even my mom uses it, and she has oily skin and she has, slightly mature skin, and it looks amazing on her. My sisters use it. So it's pretty cool with that. And I'm just reading, okay. Janelle says that eyeliner looks great. Yes, it is El Maquillage. That's why I have the mark here, because I was testing it earlier. And also too, guys, so with what's going to happen after this class is finished, you're going to be receiving an email with a mystery gift. But the best part about that also too is they have this new thing out where you can bundle products. So you can add a bunch of products when you check out, and they'll bundle it together, and you do the try before you buy. Now, what the try before you buy is, it's they're going to charge you a $5 shipping fee, and that is it. You're going to receive the foundation, whatever you got matched to, you're going to receive it, and you have 2 weeks to try it out. 2 weeks is a long time to try out the foundation. You know what I mean? You get to try it out in different lighting, different settings. If it's snowing, if it's raining, you get to ask your boo, hey, does this look good on me? Ask your mom, your sisters, be like, how does this, do you see a difference? And make your judgment there. If you decide the foundation is not for you, you can return it, no questions asked, and it's free to return. If you do find out that the foundation is for you and you're like, wow, my skin looks so good, then they're just gonna go ahead and charge you. But keep in mind too, El Maquillage has some bomb customer service. So on the chance you get the foundation and it does not match your skin, you feel like it's too dark, you feel like it's too light, or they will assist you big time when helping to find the correct shade. But let me tell you, that quiz is very, very accurate. And I'm just gonna make sure, see some questions here. All right. Risa says, I usually do, but lately I've been sweating even in the house. So does that mean my face is oily now? No, it doesn't mean, usually when you have oily skin, it's not really much about sweat. It's just really much about how much oil your glands produce. If you get super let me reverse. If you get super shiny, especially in your T-zone or something like that, then yeah, that's oil being produced. Not so much as I sweat a lot. Okay, Risa, okay, she changed it. She's dry. Okay. Yeah, for me, I'm have dry. The reason why I know I have dry skin is because literally I will wake up with patches in the morning and my skin will feel really tight. So that's the thing. And if you do get the combination where it's dry around here and oily here, you do have combination skin. You have the, both of them, dry and oily. MJ says customer service is amazing. They were nice. That's the one thing I will say. They're bomb when it comes to that. Everyone's super nice, super friendly, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. First things first, when dealing with, foundation, you want to apply a primer, guys. Please do not skip this step. This is very important. All right. Especially if you have, any type of skin type, mature, oily, combination, dry. If you do have acne, I have some mild acne, nothing crazy, but it is there. You want to apply the primer because it's in the name. It is the No Filter Poreless Base Smoothing Primer. And what that does is it creates like a barrier over your skin, over the acne, over your fine lines and wrinkles, and it creates like a base. That's how I like to think of it. So we're going to go ahead and apply. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on half my face because I like to show the difference. And then we'll do the other half. Patty says, love the foundation. I have mature skin and primer. It's the best. Absolutely. And as long as you use it with the primer, you are going to see a difference. Like there was a picture that came out like a meme where there was like orange and they put the primer over the orange and then they put the foundation and it goes on smooth. And that's like the best demonstration of why primer is so important when it comes to skincare. Day says the primer has been my holy grail. It is that good. Yes, absolutely. That's one thing I do love about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it, like I said, to half of my skin. And we can go ahead and hit the neck too, because remember, you always want to, whatever you do to your face, you also want to do to your neck. You don't want to ever have that mask looking, All right, Ashley says, I haven't found a single concealer that doesn't look horrible and get splashy, so I'm praying that you find this one. Yes, girl, your prayers have been answered and it is here, okay? Trust me, you won't be disappointed. So when it comes down to the foundation, all you need is 2 pumps. 1 pump, 1 pump, all right? And this saves you money because let me tell you, for me, every time I got to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 too, if I'm feeling like it. All right. You not waste a lot of foundation, but you use a lot of foundation, and also too, how we're going to be applying this. We're going to be using the Il Makiage 100 foundation brush. Let me tell you guys, this brush is probably one of my favorite foundation application brushes. It is bomb. It is like literally, it just makes it look so smooth. It really gives me a natural, flawless finish where I'm just like, blemishes where, acne where, hyperpigmentation where, not here, because this goes on smooth. Okay. Patty says, I'm going to order the brush. Yes, you can. And you can go ahead and bundle it up with some other products. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to apply it right here. Well, that was a big pump. Oh, hold on. We're going to save that for the other side too, because that was a lot actually. So what I'm going to do is apply the primer on this half too, because we're going to do a little dollop because we don't need that much. I mean, I know my skin bad, but it's not that bad. So we're going to go ahead and apply that there. And we're gonna, we have to remove half because like I said, guys, you're gonna see, especially with this brush, you don't need that much. So with the process of applying this, you want to take the brush and you want to dab from the center of your skin out like so, okay? I feel like sometimes people have a tendency to, and I see it all the time, even with my sisters and how I used to do it before too, you want to go ahead and do this. Or like a circle. You guys do not need to do that. I promise you. Pamela says, how do I clean the brush? How I do it is olive oil and antibacterial soap. I mix it together, but I use like a little bit more soap than olive oil. Do warm water and let it dry and you are good to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And also too, like I said, what you do to the face, you want to get down to the neck. Honey Lemon says, oh, that's such a cute name. Honey Lemon says, my mom loves this makeup. It is bomb, okay? So other than the splotch over here, you guys can see the difference. Let me kind of move this. Okay, so you can go ahead and see exactly what I'm looking like. It looks literally like second skin, right? Umi says that looks so flawless. OMG, so worth the 40 plus. Let me tell you, Umi, it is, because if I'm going to spend 40 bucks, if I'm going to spend it, I want my money's worth. And that's exactly what you get here. You know, it looks natural. Like, look at the forehead, you know, and also to look at the brush. We put quite a bit of foundation on. In the beginning, I had to wipe it off and put some here. But the thing is, with the brush, a lot of it comes off of the brush. It doesn't stick there. So you're getting your money's worth because it's applying to your skin, which is amazing. Liquid Word said, what is this? Makeup? Listen, what is this? Magic, right? It looks really good. Umi says witchcraft. And that's what I'm saying. So for all of you just tuning in, I literally just did half of my face with the foundation. I'm going to work on the other side now. But the process of how we applied it, let me show you. We started off with the smoothing primer. We went ahead and apply it. Very important when applying foundation. You want to prime your skin first, okay? Always, always. It helps the foundation stick to your skin, but also too, if you have blemishes like I have over here, if you have mature skin, fine line and wrinkles, you want to be able to have that flawless foundation. And that's what the primer does. It creates like a little barrier above your skin. So when you put on the foundation, your skin looks supple, flawless, like it just looks bomb. So Nancy says, I need something that doesn't look cakey. How does the trial period work? So Nancy, how the trial period works is you're going to order the foundation. It's a $5 shipping fee and you get to try it for 14 days. All right. Now it's not going to be 14 days from when you ordered it. It's 14 days from when you receive it. So that's the good part about it. Okay. You're going to go ahead and try it, see how you like it in different lighting, under the fluorescent, outside, if it's snowing where you're at, ask your friends, your family. If you like it, then they go ahead and charge the rest to your cart. If you don't, or say for instance, the color isn't for you, like it's a little too dark or it's a little too light, you can send it back and order a new color. I think you'd have to retake the test and you can reorder a new color. So Day says, my favorite thing about the foundation is how lightweight it is. I haven't put this ball down since I've got it. Absolutely. The foundation, it doesn't feel cakey, because you know how when something's cakey, it feels like it's clogging your pores. This foundation is far from it. It's lightweight. It's medium to high coverage. And it also has a matte finish. Okay. So now we're going to work on the other side. We went ahead and took the half. And also to keep in mind, guys, when dealing with putting on foundation, I like to start from the center and I like to go out. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. Taborcia says, do I need primer? Absolutely. I would. Taborcia, yes, you do need primer when putting on foundation. So we're going to go ahead and apply. Zoya says, is it free shipping back? Yes, it is. If you are unsatisfied, you guys see that big, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut me off, but did you see that big red pimple I had right there? Where? Melissa G said, is this good for oily and dry skin? I'm not good at putting on makeup. Yes, I have very dry skin and my mom has very oily skin. And it works for her and it also works for me. We want to go ahead and blend that forehead too. Zoya says, where is, okay, I'll try it specifically if it's lightweight. Yes, no. And that's the thing. It's not crazy for me. I'm not a fan of cakey foundation. I don't want to, especially if you look like you can like scoop it off and there's still some, I like my skin being able to breathe, especially because, we have to wear masks. So for me, I want to be able to have like literally lightweight but full coverage. And this is the best of both worlds for me. So Carmelita says, I'm a virgin when it comes to makeup, but trying to get better. I do not know what kind of skin I have. Carmelita, it just really depends. You know, there's the 5 types, the oily, dry, combination, sensitive, and normal, you know, and it just depends. Like if you get super oily or if you're super dry, combination. Aaron McCrary says, how much is it? I believe someone commented earlier it's 4. I think it's like 40 plus if like we're counting tax and everything. But let me tell you, it is worth it. And also too, for, you know, let me just explain one more time. Well, not one more time, but let me explain it. You get to do the try before you buy, guys. And we have a new deal coming out. Well, a new deal out now where you get to bundle products. So if you want to do the setting spray, the translucent powder, which is perfect for my, you know, lovely people who have oily skin, this is actually going to be a lifesaver for you. You're going to literally do a light brush over on your skin with it, and I'll show you. And it is going to soak up all that oil and give you like a very velvet satin finish. All right, it's going to be perfect. You are going to get no shine, and it is amazing. Okay. Let me make sure. Beverly. She said, whoever said that it was witchcraft is right. Listen. Janelle says, that is very true. I have oily skin and I use the powder. Boom, it worked. And that is key to it. So I'm going to show you how you would apply the powder. So we're taking the translucent powder. And never mind the fact that it is white, it works for all skin tones. It's translucent. So I like to take just whatever there is in the cover. And we're just going to, it's going to be very lightly. We're going to take it. And we're just going to do lightly over the skin. And instantly it mattifies it and creates like a very velvet finish. All right. And you get like literally that matte look. But here's the thing now, I have dry skin and I still don't feel like it soaks up. Like, you know how whenever you put on something that's matte, for my dry skin ladies, it's like that's the best way to describe it. That's how I feel like it does to my skin. It's like, and I'm like, ooh, no, look, you can see me talking like this, moving my mouth. It's not cracking or nothing. All right, this looks good. Ado Lifestyle says, you have great skin. No, I do not, because I'm going to show you, because I'm going to remove this and I'm going to show you, demonstrate all over again, especially for my newcomers. Listen, this skin is rough, all right? But the foundation makes it look natural. Like even looking now, I'm like, man, skincare goals, but it's foundation. So Cute Pink Ariana says, so is there free shipping? So if the free shipping is when say you get the foundation and it's either too light or too dark and you need to return it for, you know, you want to get another shade, we can definitely assist you with that. And yes, the shipping is free to send it back. But when you're getting the foundation, it's a $5 shipping fee to try out the foundation, and you get it for 14 days. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to open my little makeup remover because I definitely want to show you guys the difference. Cute Pink Ariana says, thank you. Now I know. Of course. And yeah, like Omakis, if your foundation is not the right shade when it arrives, customer service is bomb and they will definitely assist you. So we're going to go ahead and remove. And look at that. From here to here. See, guys, it's like magic. It's like the magic eraser. Janelle says, I'm going to make all my sisters take this test and this will be their Christmas gift. You're a generous sister. Let me tell you. Let me take me in. All right. Jenna says you are perfect without foundation, stunning. Oh, thank you. You guys are so nice. This is why I love doing these classes. It's nothing but positivity. I love it. So I'm just removing the foundation and like, look at. Does the foundation, Umi says, does the foundation work with any primer or just the one from the same brand? Okay. It definitely works with any primer, but keep in mind with Il Makiage, you get the bundle program. So you can go ahead and bundle it up, get the primer, the powder, or you can do the concealer and the foundation. Just go ahead and bundle up those products together. But yeah, it works as long as you have a primer. Niana says, I wasn't sure about the color. I think it's a bit dark, so I'm relieved that we can call to have the help for the return. Karen B says, can you show us the concealer? Absolutely. So with this foundation application, I'm going to do the foundation and I'll also do the concealer over it, okay? I just want to make sure it's removed. So now that the makeup is removed, you see, like I said, I do have, some redness. All right. I do also have, some acne scarring and some active breakouts. So we're going to go ahead and take the No Filter Poreless Base Smoothing Primer. Very important when it comes to putting on foundation. You always want to use a primer. It creates like a little barrier, from a ladies like me, or, if you have mature skin, fine lines, you apply the primer on your skin. And like I said, it makes the foundation go on smooth and gives you that flawless look. So we're going to go ahead and pump this. Perfect. So now with the foundation, we are going to be using the Woke Up Like This. And I am using, my shade is 155. And like I said, you're going to take the PowerMatch quiz. And you're probably going to be like sketched out how I was. I was like, no way a computer is going to match me. Let me tell you, it is a 90% accuracy. And this is bomb. It's so convenient. You could be in your bed like this. Let me do this real quick. Shipping, okay, bundle all these together, cool. All right, like you don't have to leave your home. You could chill with that glass of wine, you'll be fine. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the side of my face. So how I like to do it is I like to go from the center and I like to dab out. All right, so you're all, and I prefer, like I said, people have a tendency when they do foundation, they like to do this, streaks. They like to go in circles. I don't recommend that. Always go from the center out like that. You want to get the forehead too. Jenna asks, does this foundation work with a beauty blender? Yes, it does. It definitely does. I just prefer the foundation brush. But you can absolutely use it with a beauty blender. It's whatever works for you. Some people like the beauty blender. Some people prefer the brush. I prefer the brush, so that's what I use. Beverly says, she is not lying. I literally did the quiz like at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yes. So I'm saying, all right. Cute Pink Ariana says, does the primer go good on your face? Yes, the primer works on my skin, and I have, dry skin, but yet I do have breakouts. So it's like kind of like dry acneic. Christina says, how long do you let the primer dry before putting on the foundation? With the primer, it's like a little gel consistency, like a little Yeah, it's like a gel consistency. So it's not really much of drying. Once you put it on your skin, it blends in very well. So you can literally put on the foundation immediately after, you know? I just wasn't doing that because I was talking. So now we're going to take the concealer, and this is the Fine Flawless Concealer, and it is in the shade 3.5. And I'm going to show you how to apply it. So first, when I first got this concealer, I was like, ooh, this is looking a little pale for me. But after I tried it and blended it in, it definitely does blend in perfectly, and it brightens up under my eyes, and it gives me more of a lifted look, you know, almost like a, ooh, okay. Is that Botox? No, it's concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the concealer. And like I said, guys, see, it's a little pale, but I'll show you. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit that forehead, only a little bit of my forehead because I applied foundation here, okay? And then so we're gonna go ahead and just dab that in. And under the eye, when you come here, you wanna lift. Always want to lift. Think of anytime you do anything with your skin, always gonna push up. You never want to drag it down. So we're gonna go ahead and apply. And you can see how under my eyes look brighter, and it looks more lifted, like from this side to this. Risa says, I'm kind of excited and nervous at the same time. Good, you should be excited. Trust me, you guys are seeing this live and direct. This isn't like, you know, something that was pre-filmed. This is me live. So Pamela says, so you put foundation on first, then concealer. Yes. I like to think of foundation as the actual name. It's the foundation. So you're going to build on top of that. So the order of how you apply the makeup is always going to be on primer, foundation, and concealer. And then as you can see, when you apply the concealer, especially under your eyes to brighten, when it comes about here, you want to start to lift it up and blend. And notice how I'm taking my brush and I'm dabbing it like that. You want to blend it in. And that way it gives you like a lifted look. So I'm going to show you the difference of here. Nice, lifted, looking flawless. You don't see any of my hyperpigmentation, my acne. Versus this side. Got my little chubby cheeks. Cute Pink Ariana says the concealer is awesome. Obsessed. Absolutely. I feel like my products I'm obsessed with is the foundation, concealer, and the translucent powder, because I mean, when I tell you I apply this and it makes sure that my makeup stays, this is like, who said it earlier? I think it was Beverly. This is witchcraft, man. This is bomb. I love it. So that's definitely something, especially, let me tell you, it is cold. It is getting cold. Today in Florida it was 57. All right. I got to make sure my makeup stays because I'm not taking my hands on my pockets to adjust it. I'm trying to be warm. All right. SR says it really looks good. Can't wait to give it a try. Yes. And that's the thing. You get to try before you buy. So you're going to be receiving an email after the end of this class. You're going to be receiving the products that I use plus a mystery gift. What is it? It's a mystery. You'll have to find out after this workshop. Also too, when doing the try before you buy, you can now bundle up your products. So as you can see, I use the primer, the foundation, the concealer, and you can go ahead and pick. Nikki Jones says, I'm not a person who wears makeup ever. I would really like to try, but not sure if it's easy for beginners. Absolutely, Nikki. It's a very easy process. You know, just make sure that you start off with the basics. When you're doing foundation, you always want to use primer. Okay. And it's very beginner friendly. And it's also too different skin type friendly, whether or not you have oily skin, dry skin like me, combination, mature skin. This foundation is amazing. It's like a one size fits all, you know? Try and make sure I'm not skipping over any questions. Jenna says, does this foundation have to be powdered or get cakey if it does? So no, for me, I like to apply the finishing powder because it creates like this velvety satin finish. It just looks so amazing on it. And it does not get cakey, Jenna. This is a very lightweight foundation. Janelle says, makeup wear. Exactly. Thank you so much, Janelle. Day says the concealer just brighten your under eye perfectly. Absolutely. It looks natural. It's not anything where it's going to be like, oh, girl, where you going? But no, it's like, oh, wow, Joe looks awake. She looks, yes, I'm here. Okay. So let me see. Christina Sowell says, do you need 2 colors of concealer, one to cover dark circles and another to brighten? So it really depends, Christina. I know Il Makiage has a really bomb color correcting concealer palette. It's like it has like pinks and creams. That is absolutely amazing when it comes to the under eyes. But if you have like, severe dark circles under your eyes, I would recommend getting that. And you would just apply that before your foundation. So you can definitely do that. So I'm going to show you guys, because I see here, it says, a lot of, you guys don't wear makeup ever and you want a natural look. I'm a beginner. So I'm going to show you on this side of my skin, a very easy way to achieve this side. Like I said, this looks flawless. My skin looks so smooth, so we're going to get started. I'm going to take my primer. All right. Esther says, I bought it and I'm still trying it. Hey, yes. Take advantage. That is amazing. First of all, that's bomb that you get to try the foundation because like I said, you want to see how it looks on you. I feel like that's very important. You always want to try something before you commit. So I'm going to make sure I'm answering the question. So we just went ahead and applied the primer. Very important, whether you have mature skin, whether you have dry skin, combination skin, sensitive, whatever your skin type may be, always apply primer. Very, very important. It acts as a barrier, all right? And basically it helps the foundation go on smooth and gives the appearance of like a flawless foundation finish. And that's what we're going to do here. Because you see this bad boy who is shouting out from the hilltops. We definitely need to go ahead and get rid of him. So Q-Pink Ariana says, is the setting spray awesome? Yes. I use the hydrating setting spray. And I have to go right after I'm finished. And it's like a mist of fresh. I'm like, ooh, I am ready. I'm ready to begin. But yes, it is bomb. Let me see. Seema Raza says, how to choose color foundation for warm tones. So Seema, when you go to the website, you are going to do the PowerMatch quiz. You're going to ask answer some questions and they are going to match you. And the questions are very easy. It's nothing too difficult. It's very easy. Very simple. Who was it? I forgot who did it at like 2:00 in the morning. They were like, I just went on and did it. You can do it whenever from the convenience of your home. That is the best part about it. I feel like Il Makiage really did a good job by incorporating technology. That was very bomb to do. Jenna says, do you come with the bottle of foundation? Because I need you to do my makeup. Seriously. Listen, you know what? Let me see. What can they do? They could do like a little voice. I get a little like tape or like a little USB thing, and you can hear me speak and say, listen, this is where we're going to start with today. So let me see here. So I just want to make sure. So now we're going to go ahead and get started with the foundation. So I'm using the 100 foundation brush from Il Makiage. So the process is usually primer, foundation, and the concealer to brighten up under the eyes. That is the, you know, the 3-step process, my 3-step process that I love, and it works every time. Very beginner friendly. 3 steps. Now let me do it this way. 3 steps, all right? So now we're gonna go ahead and apply 1 pump. And that's the beauty about this. 1 pump on this side, or 1 pump on this side. Claudette Hand says, my skin is oily. Is this good for my skin? Absolutely. This will be a very good foundation for your skin. I have dry skin, but I also have clients who have oily skin that I use this for, and it is amazing. One thing you might want to do though, Claudette, is at the end when you're bundling, I would bundle the translucent powder. This is really going to be amazing for you. So we're going to start from the center of the skin out. Now, when I apply the foundation, I like to dab it into my skin. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Dab it just like so. Especially for my makeup beginners, you know, you have a tendency whenever you have the brush, even for me, when I first started off, is you want to take it and you just want to, I just want to put it on as quickly as possible. No. Okay. You're going to go ahead and you're going to dab it like so from the center out. Always remember, you want to lift up like that. When it comes to this side, you always want to lift up. Never drag your foundation down. Never drag anything on your face down. You never want to pull down. Because remember, the older we get, the more elasticity, like it doesn't bounce back as much. So you don't want to help gravity out, all right? You want to fight. And we're just going to go ahead and press this in. Taborcia says, do you rub the primer in? Yeah, I just take my hands and I literally circular motions, but I don't do it too hard, and you don't have to over apply it. It's literally just, you just want to coat your skin. I don't know why I hummed. I guess I felt like humming makes it, you know, it's gentle. It's like, no, okay? You don't want to be rough with it. Just gently apply it. They says we love a personal message out. I know, and it's so cute. That's why I said they know how to treat us. And that's the thing too. If you're going to be spending your money, you want to make sure that you're getting your money's worth. And I feel like that's what they do. Yolanda Castillo says, how do I cover up dark spots? So it depends, Yolanda. There's 2 products that I use. The FM Flawless Concealer from Il Makiage, shade 3.5. This is my shade though. When you take the test, it'll tell you yours. But they have a color correcting concealer palette that has like pinks and beige colors in it. It's really absolutely amazing. Talk is Cheap says, hello, what kind of brush is that? This is the 100 foundation blending brush. And it's from Il Makiage. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the concealer and I'm going to apply it like so. And I'm going to hit this side of my forehead too. So we're going to go ahead and take the same brush, the foundation blending brush. We're going to hit the side of the forehead. And let me do it like this. You can see I'm dabbing it into my skin. Perfect. You just want to make sure that it's blended. And then we're going to go ahead and take the foundation brush and we're going to, and notice when I get to the concealer over here, how I'm always going to go up like that. You always want to lift. Umi says, does it oxidize after a while? That's always been an issue for me with foundation. I haven't noticed that, Umi. For me, once I put it on, I'm good to go. And literally I'll wear it all day and I'm good. Like I don't notice like the color changing or anything. It's good. Jenna Giggle says, is it mature skin friendly as well? Over 40 over here. Absolutely, it is. This foundation works for multiple skin types. And that's the one thing I like about it, because it's like, okay, for me as a makeup artist, I work with different clients, different skin. Not everyone that comes to me is going to have the same skin type. And this is like a one size fits all. It's something that I can use for, okay, you got oily skin, sit down, let me do your foundation. Oh, you have mature skin, sit down, let me do your foundation. It's not something where I'm like, oh, mature skin, let me see what I could do. No, it definitely works. But Jenna, let me tell you, you will want to get the primer. That's with any skin type. Everything Liana says, what about for dry skin? This is for dry skin. I have dry skin. I also have blemishes too. And you can see it conceals it perfectly. It looks like my second skin. It's not anything where people will be like, girl, where you going? It looks absolutely amazing. So it works for oily combination. And, after this workshop, you guys will be receiving an email with a mystery gift. And also too, you can bundle up the products. Day says, I had little to no oxidizing. I'm dark skinned. I was nervous about that, but I still look natural and good hours later. Absolutely. And that's the thing. They have so many shades, so many. You take the PowerMatch quiz. And like I said, do not be nervous, because I was like, ain't no way a computer gonna match me. Yes, they did. They did. Okay. And they did it pretty darn good. Now for all my, for oily skin, I would definitely recommend the translucent powder. And you're just gonna, like I said, whatever is in the cap, you're gonna go ahead and you're just gonna do a light finish. And you're just going to take that and put it you can use it as a setting powder or finishing powder, because the best part is that it works as both, which is really amazing. Claudette says, does the concealer have to be lighter than your foundation? I noticed yours blends very well. Yes, when you take the test, it's going to match you to the foundation, but it doesn't have to be. But keep in mind, since I did the concealer, it really does blend well. At first, I was like, oh, heck no. There's no way this concealer is going to be right for me. There is no way. And it was. Cute Pink Ariana says, is the quiz required? Yes, I would definitely, unless you really know your skin, what color you are from looking at the little, square pictures, then go ahead. But I would honestly recommend doing the quiz. It saves you the time and the hassle of having to, oh, I thought this was it. Let the computer do the work for you. Sit back, just go ahead and click the little answers and you'll be good. Okay, so perfect. Esther says, how do I get the mystery gift? You are with the email, you're going to receive an email after this. Risa says, so are there any different foundations for oily skin and dry skin? For this, the Woke Up Like This works for different skin types. It is perfect. All right. Literally for dry skin, oily skin, combination skin, it really is flawless. Because look at me, as you guys can see, I had a lot of acne. Well, not a lot, but I have mild acne and hyperpigmentation, and it's able to cover it. Also too, I apply the translucent powder and I have dry skin. It doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel like my skin is going to crack. It is really amazing. All right. So whether you have oily combination, for my ladies out there with mature skin, I highly, recommend getting the primer. At the end of checkout, you'll have the option to bundle these products together. Go ahead and bundle up. To me, my top are the primer, foundation, the translucent powder. It really is a game changer. But always, always, always apply primer first. Janelle says, don't even worry about oily, dry, or combination. It's magic and just adjust to your skin type. Yeah, that sums up the formula. The formula is magic. And It works. Like I said, it's crazy, but it's like a one size fits all. And as you guys can see, for those of you just tuning in, literally the process of how we applied the makeup was the primer, very important, the foundation, and then, the concealer to brighten up and lift. One thing I can do, because I do want to show you guys, I want to remove half of the foundation so that way you can see exactly what's hiding under there, especially for those just tuning in. Amanda Meadow says, what is the best primer to use? It is a no filter, poreless base smoothing primer. And it's in the name. It smooths the skin out, Amanda, whether you have mature, acne, balm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my makeup remover wipe to show you guys what was concealed, what the foundation was basically covering under my skin. And just from this alone, you can see. Oh my gosh, I should have done this for Halloween. But flawless. And then it comes here. So as you can see, this is live. This foundation is not playing. Oh, Day says, I had some foundation in my mask, but I found out a neat trick. Spray a little setting spray on the inside of your mask and let it dry. It helped create a barrier and I had less smudging. Okay. Wow. All right. So I'm definitely going to try that. Also, too, if you guys are worried about smudging, that is where the translucent powder comes in and the setting spray. All you have to do is take like literally whatever's left in the cap, a light amount, and smooth it over your skin like so. Let me demonstrate. All you're going to do is go ahead and do just like that. Go over your skin. Instantly, it is going to mattify and create like a velvet matte finish, but it won't be anything that's too much where it feels like it's drying your skin out. Okay. So Claudette says, I would like to get the translucent, the concealer, and foundation all in one place. Boom. Go ahead and bundle them products up at the end. I think it's when you check out, you can go ahead and bundle it. But as you guys can see with the application process, what we were able to accomplish, especially like I said, this is very beginner friendly, like very beginner friendly. It's primer, foundation, and then you can go ahead and apply the concealer. Falak says, what about dry skin? This is perfect for dry skin because I have dry skin and it works amazing. Let me show you real quick how I'm able to conceal all of this. For the application process, we are going to apply primer. And it creates a smooth barrier because as you can see, I do have some acne here. Sylvia says, I definitely need to try this foundation. Absolutely. We have the try before you buy. $5. And you get to try the foundation out for 14 days. Trust me, you are going to love it. Like, this is bomb. Falak, this is the Woke Up Like This foundation. And this is in the shade 155. And how I found out my shade was I took the color match quiz and they were able to match me. So I'm going to go ahead and put like a little pump. I don't need crazy amount because I'm only showing you this section. Now that the primer is applied, like I said, step 1, we're going to take the brush and we're going to go from the center of this face and we're going to go out like that. Just like that. We want to go ahead and dab it. And look at that, it's like the missing piece of the puzzle is back. I feel whole again. So how do you guys feel about the foundation? You know, look, like I said, it's smooth, it's bomb, it's nothing too crazy, it's not cakey, very lightweight, and it has a matte finish. Also too, with this foundation, it is medium to high coverage, okay? And as I can show you from before, how I was with my breakouts versus how I am now. Ashley says, I can't wait Sylvia says, perfect, you look fresh. Thank you, guys. So also too, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And also too, you're going to, when you hit the subscribe, this little bell, go ahead and click that. So that way you get notifications on when more classes. Falak says, what brush are you using? I am using right here, Falak, the 100 foundation blending brush. Beverly says, y'all, what's sad is that I sell makeup for a company. I'm here to tell you that this is amazing foundation, lightweight, and the coverage is amazing. Yes, it is. And this is live. This isn't something where it's like, pre-recorded. Christina, yes, it will be awesome to have a foundation to cover red lines on the upper cheek without having to add a layer of concealer first. Yes, just keep in mind, apply the primer. That is key, primer. Day says, Joe, this looks so good. It looks so natural. Yes, it looks like my second skin. It doesn't even look like, this is how I want my skin to look in real life. Like when I remove this is how I want it underneath. It looks natural. It doesn't look like, oh, okay, the makeup looks good. It looks flawless, but it's makeup. Esther says, yes, this foundation is great because you see instant results. Absolutely. And that's the best part about it. But keep in mind with the application process, especially for my beginners, with the brush, you want to take it and you want to dab from the center out like so. Do not do this, not this. Literally from the center and out. Dab. Think about it like pressing the foundation into your skin. And that's what you want to do. And then naturally, I just like to lift because that's what you should do. And don't forget that after this workshop, you will be receiving an email with all the products that I've used. Plus, they'll send you, the try before you buy. Does a concealer and foundation cover dark circles? Absolutely, yes, it does. That's the best part about it. And how you would apply it, Falak, is you would literally just take it, because we have some time to show you, and like a little triangle, okay? Then you're going to take your brush and, my technique, press and go up. Press and go up. And you just want to go ahead and dab. Always remember, when you get about here, you want to lift. You want to get that, that Botox lifted look. Bree says, do you like the brush better or the beauty blender? I am a fan of the brush. I love the brush, honestly. I feel like you can clean it better. And one thing that would frustrate me with a sponge, especially when I would wash it out, I would see how much foundation came out of it. And I'm like, did any of that even get on my skin? And the brush to me is easier to clean. I do a little bit of olive oil, antibacterial soap, let it air dry, and I'm good to go. And also too, I literally did this process for literally back and forth on this side. And you can see with the brush, even down below, how these bristles aren't caked up with foundation, because majority of the foundation is on my skin. And also too, you have to wet the beauty blender. I think one of the worst things when you sit down to do it and literally you just forget to wet it, you're like, oh gosh, and you got to get up. So as you can see, Beverly says the highlight is awesome. Thank you. And you see how I lifted it though, right? So now my face looks lifted. These look, ooh, ooh. Bree says, thank you. That really helps. B says, yes, I agree. Yes. So, and that's how you would apply it. So primer, foundation, and then for dark circles, you're going to go ahead and apply the concealer exactly how I did. And you're going to push up, dab and push up. Boom. Okay. Falak says this is so helpful. That's what I like to hear. I want to make sure I explain the process very good. If you have any questions, please guys go ahead and ask now, because this is really bomb. Okay. And I feel like with this, even the foundation and the products, very beginner friendly, very, easy to achieve and stuff. Just really keep in mind, I feel like when it comes down to the flawless face, it's how you apply the foundation too, which you never want to do this back and forth circle. You always want to press. Karen says, I agree. Thank you for the class. Of course, you guys have been awesome. I'm loving the energy. I hope I answered your questions. I hope you were able to learn something from this demonstration. When you buy the foundation, not if, when you buy the foundation and you love it, go ahead and tag Il Maquillage and me, Joey LaSalle, on Instagram so we can check it out. Karen says, I'm so glad I don't need 15 products to get a natural look. Exactly. It's like everything you can imagine all in one. Jenna says, does a primer or foundation help the look of texture with larger pores, especially around the cheek and nose area? So with that, Jenna, yeah, always apply. Yeah, definitely it would assist you with that. Apply the primer first though, before the foundation. Luz Gonzalez says, I have brown spots on my face, and even with the foundation, you can still see through them. What can I do to look flawless? Let me tell you, they have the cream color correcting concealer. That is something that I use for that. If I need to cover hyperpigmentation, that is absolutely amazing. Luz, you would apply it after the primer, but before the foundation. So you're gonna apply the primer, then you'll take the cream color correcting concealer and dab it wherever you have your brown spots and make sure it's blended in. Then you would apply the foundation. Jay said, I love that lifted tip for the concealer because I be throwing my concealer any old way. Yes, very important. You always want to lift up because you want to look. Ooh. Who says, thank you, I'm going to try it. Absolutely. That to me is a game changer. Jay says, got it. Beverly says, thanks so much. I have enjoyed and learned so much. Jess says, thank you for sharing. Perfect. Patty says, thank you for the class. I am so glad you guys love it. Like I said, I'm really, glad I was able to, explain everything and demonstrate and show you guys. Do we have any last questions? It says, Yolanda says, does the concealer go on top of the foundation? Yes, it does. You're going to apply the primer, the foundation, and then you're going to do the concealer. Unless it's the color correcting concealer, then that goes on under the foundation. But you guys will be receiving an email at the end of the workshop. You guys will be receiving, the products that I've used also to the try before you buy. And don't forget, you can bundle. So bundle those products together. Go ahead. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Nothing but positive vibes. I really enjoyed doing these with you. Falak says, when I apply concealer under my eyes, it looks cracky. So I was wondering, how does the concealer turn out? It turns out good. Falak, if you ever have that question, if you ever have that thing, the crackiness happen again, take the translucent powder and just dip it in lightly like that and just go under. It'll mattify it and smooth it out for you. Crushed Velvet, yes, the workshop will be saved so you can rewatch it. And Risa J, when is the next class? Go ahead, when you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get an email whenever there's another class. All right. Jason, another great class. You really are my favorite teacher. Oh, thank you guys so much. And thank you so much for participating. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Stay warm because it was cold today. Janelle says, I can't wait for your next one. Absolutely. All right, you guys have a good night. Bye.